Hello everybody, how's it going? And welcome to the Just Chatting Gaming News and Trailers for March 11th. We've got just two quick news stories and then we got a bunch of trailers. So let's get right into it. The developers at EA actually had a dev stream today talking about the new Dead Space. Wow, I can't even talk. The new Dead Space. And they announced that they are currently planning on releasing that in early 2023. Somehow, I doubt it. I think that's going to get delayed, and that's going to be probably a fall release for 2023. I have never played Dead Space, so this is going to be a great time to actually jump in and give it a try. So, pretty excited for that. And then the second and final news story is Gotham Knights got a release date, which is 10/25/22. That's from WB Games. We've seen a couple trailers for it, and it looks absolutely fantastic. This is one of my most anticipated games for this year. And so hopefully it won't get delayed anymore. And yeah, it'll come out kind of around Halloween, which is pretty cool. Considering that the storyline is doing Court of Owls, that's going to be a pretty good Halloween game. So awesome stuff. Next up, let's jump into trailers. As I said, we have a bunch of them. The first trailer is a trailer for a game that I know a bunch of you guys are looking forward to. And this is called the Building the Galaxy trailer. Let's check it out.
It is just one of the biggest games we've ever done.
So many planets, so many places to go, so many characters.
So much to do. There's so many different ways to do it. It's so funny. It's not the Lego Star Wars you knew.
We said, right, let's give the fans everything Star Wars. We're going to give them the galaxy.
All right, what you got?
In LEGO Star Wars, The Skywalker Saga, we had an incredible opportunity to build planets. Planets that we'd been to in our imagination. Planets that we'd loved as fans of these stories across 9 movies.
One of the big things we wanted to focus on when we started this game was freedom. We wanted to blur the lines between levels and open world exploration as much as possible in this game so that it felt like one big, cohesive galaxy.
The game itself is obviously episodic. As players play through those, they will unlock these wonderful planets that they'll get to explore. You can go from Tatooine to Coruscant, you can go to Bespin, you can go Agent Kloss, you can go to Acto.
The planets are where this game really comes to life. The sheer scale of this is off the chart. Being able to traverse the entire galaxy, going from all the planets that you would recognize from the film.
And you got to sit in hyperspace in real time.
Delve into making each planet feel like alive and unique to what it was in the film.
We started by going through every planet, discussing colors and texture details.
That's some cool artwork.
Each planet and location has got so much original, authentic Star Wars detail.
We got new systems that gave us a lot more finite control. How the planets look, how the levels look, how the ships look. It all looks so good.
There's also a couple of little details that people might not really observe straight away. One of them is the Lego weathering effect. When you have the players or vehicles transition through the environment, they become sort of dirtier. For example, Tatooine Desert, all the characters like have sand on their feet.
It was really satisfying when you actually can play the game, whichever character you choose. We wanted to make sure that all the little crevices and all of the places like snow, mud, sand, all these elements would start to increase. You really do feel a part of that world. It's just fantastic.
Away! Get out of here!
I find it impossible to pick a favorite planet. I mean, there's so many great ones to choose from.
Cloud City in Bespin is a great one because it's such an auditory experience. You've got all the ships flying past you and you've got all the people walking around.
The first time I landed on Naboo, you come through a clearing of trees and you just see the lake and you have the sun and the clouds in front of you and the sun's reflecting off that. It's absolutely beautiful.
My favorite planet is Endor. I was just the right age to get excited about Return of the Jedi. I love the Ewoks.
He's gonna burn his hand going down the rope like that.
The world of LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga needed to be alive. So we built a galaxy with space missions, with side quests, with all kinds of secret challenges wherever you go.
My favourite mission
doing that with a controller is
on
gonna suck.
Tatooine, and it's being able to feed the Sarlacc pit, going around and collecting things to feed to it is just a joy.
There's a mission in the game in Echo Base, and I just really love the Wampa in it. He's so nervous and he doesn't want to get like caught, and you're just trying to help him sneak out the base.
What?
There are some missions where the player will follow a string of missions. That mission giver might send you from Acto to Exegol, and you've got to travel across the galaxy and finish that mission. And that's something new we haven't actually done in previous games so much. Within our game, there's a lot of collectibles, and the Kyber bricks are something the players are going to find throughout the planets. These are awarded in puzzles and sometimes can be awarded in missions.
Along the way, you can get distracted by all sorts of like collectibles and missions to take on. And before you know, you realize, I haven't continued the story in about half an hour. I've been too busy collecting Kyber bricks.
Completing missions and other events are how you unlock your favorite ships to fly around and your favorite characters.
You'll see characters in this game that you have never seen in any of our Star Wars games. We created them just for this game.
I really love that you can play as Mama
Wait,
the
you can
Hutt,
play the
which I
entire
think
game
is
as a
just great
Hutt?
because I want to be Jabba with lipstick on.
Characters such as Yaddle.
Yaddle.
Babu Frick is hilarious because he's so tiny.
I am a huge fan of Star Wars, so I was so excited to be part of this. It was even more exciting to get to work on these planets I've loved seeing in the films and exploring them even more.
The work that the team have put into it is incredible. I couldn't be prouder to have been part of this game.
We were able to capture so many worlds and bring them all together and really create them the way that we wanted to is something that I'll always be proud of.
Yeah, there you go, guys. It's coming out here pretty soon. April 5th.
Play it on Xbox Series X and S.
Or we could just play it on PC. All right, next trailer is for a game that, you know what? I feel like this game's always been on my list to play. I've just never played it, and now they're coming out with a definitive edition. So let's check that out. This is like a big old RPG.
What an adventure it has been. Nine Dots went further on this journey than we've ever dreamed. However, there has to be an end so there can be new beginnings. It is time to put a bow on it and call it done, so we can apply what we've learned on our next project.
I was going to say they're probably going to make a second one.
So, here's a plan to make sure Outward is left in the best of shape. It would not be enough to just port the game to Xbox Series and PlayStation 5, boost the graphics a bit, include the DLCs and call it a day. We're including a myriad of quality of life changes, thanks to the very healthy feedback we've received from the community. Less finicky enchanting, better crafting menus, access to your stash when in co-op, better distribution of materials
Co-op,
for
you
new
say?
Sirocco are all examples of the many details we
I had no idea that co-op.
The content of both the Soroborians and the Three Brothers expansions was mostly gated in their respective regions, which made our world feel less immersive at times. So, we've disseminated DLC content such as corruption hazards or gauntlets throughout the regions to keep everything cohesive. We also overhauled some areas that showed promise but sometimes lacked in execution. The main ones are the Vendeville Fortress and the interconnected dungeons below the Antique Plateau, making their experience a bit more robust. Those are all nice adjustments, but we wanted to make a revisit of Ori worthwhile, even for seasoned adventurers, and that requires new content. The first thing of note is that we've added unique encounters in most dungeons, so that every foray into the unknown comes with a unique twist. We also felt that while the defeat scenarios are an interesting new concept to explore, we did not flesh it out with as much variety as we wanted. We got more unique situations you can get yourself into as a consequence for your mishaps. To top it all, we sprinkled a little bit of misery with new illnesses, increasing the variety of challenges outside of combat. We hope that this definitive edition of Outward will keep you entertained for a while as we transition to our next game. Thank you for sticking with us all this time. Thank you not only for playing our game, but also for interacting with us and with each other. Thank you for taking care of the wiki, for moderating on various platforms, for talking with us and sharing your experiences. You deserve the best work we can do, and we can't wait to show you something even bigger and better.
Yeah, I wonder what the price on that's going to be. Getting all the DLCs and everything just in one nice little chunk. Yeah, might have to take a look at that. All right. Jalen, you spoiled yourself on this one. I already had this one queued up. I don't know if Ron Allen is here or not, but I know this is Ron Allen's favorite game. He talks about it all the time. And they're coming out with another one. And this is an update on that second game. So here we go.
Hello, heroes of Overwatch. The team has been making great progress on the development of Overwatch 2. Daily playtests and feedback have given us confidence that we're creating something you're going to love. At the same time, we want to get the game in your hands soon, which leads to why I'm here today. But before I get to that, I want to thank our players for your continued support. We recognize we haven't communicated well.
And we recognize that our company is in a lot of trouble right now, even though Microsoft has bought us.
Haven't kept you up to date, and honestly, we've let you down when it comes to delivering Overwatch content. We hear you, and we're committed to more continual updates on all things Overwatch 2. This starts with my update to you today. Based on your feedback, we've taken some time to rethink Overwatch 2 with the singular goal of ensuring it is a living game, serving our players with exciting content on a regular basis. And we are shifting our plan for Overwatch 2 to enable you to play it sooner. This starts with us decoupling the PvP features of the game from the PvE systems so we can bring you PvP sooner. This includes the new 5v5 team format, new heroes, new maps, the new push game mode, significant hero updates and reworks, and many new gameplay features, including, for example, a new ping system. When you put it all together, this represents the most new
that we stole that from Apex, by the way,
since launch. Let me take a moment to share how we got here. A few years ago, we made the call to focus our team's development efforts almost entirely on Overwatch 2. And as development of the sequel stretched on, it meant that the live game received less focus. It meant that we were no longer delivering on one of our core values, to support our game by updating it and delivering content on a regular basis. Today's change in approach enables us to deliver frequent PvP content to the live game with the goal of far exceeding Overwatch's previous rate of content release and making the live game the most vibrant and dynamic PvP experience anywhere. In that spirit, I'd like to share that we are beginning Overwatch 2 PvP testing this week with a closed alpha containing many of these PvP.
Dark Robe says in chat, Blizzard steals everything. You're not wrong. Like, one of the big mantras that Blizzard has had, like literally forever. And to be honest, I mean, this is one reason why they've been so successful, is they will literally see something that another game is doing, another company is doing, and they'll be like, all right, we are going to make a new game based on this. But the key point of that is they generally are able to make it more accessible, and that is why their games are so popular. But they've literally done that for forever. It's like, you know, you look at World of Warcraft, and that's just them looking at, you know, like EverQuest and the games that came before it. And Heroes of the Storm was Dota 2 and League of Legends, and Hearthstone was their Magic knockoff, and, you know, the list goes on and on and on and on and on, right?
Features, as well as a new
Overwatch was
the
Team
alpha
Fortress
will be
2
run under NDA
and
be
you know,
limited
some other
to
games.
Blizzard employees and key partners like Overwatch League pros as they get ready for the next season.
And they're actually getting ready to do it again. If anybody didn't hear, they announced a brand new game that they're making, brand new IP, and it's a knockoff of stuff that's already been done.
I'm also excited
They're doing
to
a survival
announce
game
that we will be opening the first closed PvP beta in late April, so we can start testing this content with more players. If you're interested in participating in this upcoming beta, please visit playoverwatch.com. Following that first beta test, we are planning additional public PvP beta testing later in the year, which will include new features, new maps, and yes, new heroes. I want to come back to how we started this conversation.
How did we
improving
start this?
our communication to all of you. We know you are eager for more information. As I stated earlier, starting now, we will be communicating much more frequently about our plans. During and after each beta, we'll share updates about what we're learning, changes we're considering, and what we'll look to test next. We look forward to working with you to make Overwatch 2 amazing together. This is going to be an exciting year for Overwatch, and we're looking forward to taking this journey together. Thank you for your dedication.
This game's not coming out this year, though,
your
right?
passion, and your patience. I can't wait to see players in our alpha and future beta builds, and of course, the entire team can't wait to get Overwatch 2 in your hands. Thanks for watching. Be good to each other, and we'll talk soon.
I'm pretty sure Blizzard said that they're not releasing anything this year. I don't know. All right, next trailer is for a game that I think I know nothing about. It's the launch trailer for Century Age of Ashes. I don't know if I've seen this game. Let's see. Oh, this is this dragon. Okay, I've seen this. It's like you're a dragon rider. I don't really know what kind of game it is though. I don't know if this is an RPG or what, but yeah, you're like a dragon rider. Oh, multiplayer battles. Okay, so this is a PvP game. It's free to play too. That could be fun. I haven't heard anybody like talking about it at all. All right, next up we have a launch trailer for Submerged Hidden Depths. Again, this is another one that I don't remember if we've seen it or not. Let's take a look. I'm going to say no, I don't think I've seen this. Kind of reminds me of Abzu, that game that we just played, where it's just kind of like an exploration kind of deal. Oh, there you go. Is that a Game Pass game? Them dolphins are weird. Didn't say nothing about Game Pass. All right, we got 3 trailers left. The next one is for another game that I don't think we've seen. Let's take a look at this. Funny enough, it's also called Anno. So I'm like, wait, is this from the like Ubisoft series? I don't think it is. This is something different. Whoa. So it's a pixel art game. Worship it, yes or no? Kind of like cyberpunky a little bit. I'm not sure what you do in this game. It's like a lot of walking around and talking to people, and like I like the way that it looks. I just don't know what we're doing in this game. So I guess we're working now. We're a mixologist now. Wait, is that a robot? Are we serving drinks to a robot? No, I mean, it must be just like just a story-driven, like, pixel art game. Children, cover your eyes. We're at the club. What, they're gonna fight each other? Wait, is this a fighting game now? I'm so confused. And then we're in the Matrix. System updating. Now we're fighting robots. What the hell is this game? The hell? I have no idea what we just watched. Zero clue as to what that game actually is. Oh, wait. Why am I oh, I guess we only have one trailer left. Final trailer of the day is... IGN has a first. This is 4 minutes of the new Star Trek game, which has potential. We haven't had a good Star Trek game in a long time. Let's take a look.
I thought that thing was totally fried.
She is a trill.
Nice
I wonder
work,
if you can
Carter.
actually make your character.
Nothing to it, Neely.
And not a moment too soon. The boss wants us down in engineering. Like, now.
We're beaming in supplies. Is that a... I don't know what that is. Or, oh no, wait, is that in a cell? I thought it was a torpedo for a second, but it doesn't look right.
Come on.
I'm looking around the cargo bay here. They're working on some shuttles. Is this a Miranda-class starship? Just looking at the readout. I used to be pretty good. I could tell you like every class of every starship.
Engineering.
I heard the new Echo just arrived. Won't be long before we get underway. I just hope whatever Chovak called us down for, it's something good. I can never tell with him. I'd rather not
Dialogue
end up
options?
dousing plasma manifolds. Hanging upside down makes me queasy.
What's the matter, Nilly? Afraid of a little hard work?
A little hard work? Really? A little? 6 months of putting this ship back together is a lot of hard work.
Yeah, and here we are. Just about ready to go.
Why are you putting it back together?
Looks like we got here before.
Lieutenant Commander Chovak.
We were just looking for you, Commander.
Petty Officers Ed Solar.
Yeah, Vulcan.
Diaz. I was beginning to think you would be late. We are all hands on deck right now, which means if you are not at your post at the appointed time, I do not have someone to replace you. A point I have been forced to make to Petty Officer Edzelar on repeated occasions.
Well, Commander Chovak, isn't it true that if we were almost late, it categorically means that we were not late?
That is correct, Mr. Diaz.
I mean, if anything, Edzelar and I are following the schedule to the letter.
Yes, perhaps I should adjust the schedule accordingly.
So, I don't suppose you wanted us down here to check in before we go off duty?
Equip yourselves in EV suits to work on the exterior of the hull. I need you to tune the structural integrity field for optimal performance. The subspace distortions and ionic interference we are experiencing are preventing the proper calibration, but this ship must be ready to depart shortly, despite the storm. The precise nature of these disturbances are not fully understood, but many systems have been affected by the wide band of emissive activity.
How concerned should we be about the storm? Are you worried?
Vulcans do not worry.
He doesn't care.
We calculate the variables and take appropriate precautions to mitigate the risk. Right now, that entails making critical preparations, because long-range sensors show that these disturbances will be more severe at our destination, the Hotari system. You have your orders. Do not delay.
Yes, Commander Chovak.
What? All right, I have a question. Why would they have to calibrate that from the outside of the ship? That doesn't make any sense. Unless there was some kind of hull breach and they got to repair the breach. I'm just saying, chat. I'm just saying. Makes sense to me. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That'll go ahead and do it for this video. For those watching on YouTube, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.